In 2004, you guys have a good year. You get to the ALCS. You have a good first 3 games of that playoff series against the Boston Red Sox. And then not just you, but the entire Yankees get steamrolled by the Boston Red Sox for the first time. The team comes back from down 3-0.
That's one of the most painful experiences I've ever had in my life. Literally, I went home for 2 months in Miami. I don't think I left my room. It was so sad. It was so embarrassing. I mean, to this day, I still, tonight I won't sleep because of that. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. So, all right, now you go through this stretch here where the regular seasons are great, right? And you get opportunity in the postseason, and it's just not clicking for you. Is there anything that you can put your finger on as to why in October you couldn't get over the hump?
I always thought of the owner. I always wanted the owner to have a good ROI, a good return of investment with me. And whether that was Seattle or whether that was, Texas or New York, I always had that. And, sometimes I just think I tried too hard. And, many times I did, and some others I didn't.
That's an interesting admission, though, by you, saying that sometimes you tried too hard. You got in your own way.
I wanted it so bad. I mean, I'm trying to give money back. I'm switching positions. I want my mom to be proud of me. I want to win a world championship. And I just couldn't get it done. And I felt like time was slipping away. I've now played for 12, 13 years, and we haven't been close except once.
And you're struggling. I think at one stretch you went 14 games, weren't driving in runs, had 1 RBI, and you end up hitting 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is one of the great run-producing baseball players, great hitters ever, and you're hitting 8th. I mean, that had to be a slap.
Yeah, again, the playoffs is like an avalanche, and in New York is magnified. So, you come to, 05, 06, 06, first game of the playoffs, you go 1 for 4. And someone like Joe Buck goes, well, dating back to his last 17 games, he's 1 for 32. And you're like, wait a minute, but we won today, and I went 1 for 3 today. That's not too bad.
To be fair to you, you're winning MVP awards. I mean, you had made good on getting the Yankees into the postseason, and you were the linchpin to helping get this done. So it's not like you're not performing for the New York Yankees. It was just a postseason thing. The 2009 season was interesting, right? I mean, you were coming off a torn hip. Mm-hmm. You missed the first month plus of the season, so you start late.
That was an interesting year from start to finish. So I had a cartilage, a torn cartilage in my hip, and we weren't going to shave the bone. The minute you shave the bone, it takes basically 6 to 8 months to rehab. You're basically done for the year. So what we did is Dr. Philippon decided to do a surgery which he thought he can execute and basically put 3 knots and not touch the bone. Therefore, I can come back in 5 weeks or 6 weeks. And I went to Vail, Colorado. I trained my absolute butt off. So finally I get back on, I think, May 7th, I think it was, and Jeremy Guthrie throws me a 96, 97-mile-an-hour fastball in, and I hit a 3-run home run, and Cece Sabathia goes on to throw a complete game that day.
And then something's different in that postseason. You looked like a completely different player. Maybe, and that's just from me on the outside looking at you. You look like a confident guy. You look like you looked like the regular season Alex Rodriguez. Was there anything different internally?
Well, I think internally I just said, screw it. I'm going to stop trying so hard. I'm just going to go out and really enjoy the game. I knew deep down inside that we had the best team in baseball. And we had to play good. We didn't have to play great. And I felt like if everybody did their job, we were going to be world champions.